everybody, and welcome to the first virtual DAWG podcast.
Woo!
Let's go.
All right.
Did
So
you explain why?
No. Before we start, I would like Truman to explain his background
Oh,
before we
I'll
start.
move out of the way a little bit. I don't know if you can see his head, but that is actually our good friend Jacob, with balloons in his shirt to resemble titties.
He's drawing him right now, though.
So I'm a pretty big fan of the photo, actually. I would say
I was
so.
high on estrogen that week.
Yeah, for real.
just that week.
right.
though.
Anyways, let's actually get into the podcast.
All right. So we're doing our first
Explain
virtual.
why we're virtual.
Yeah, it's because we all go to separate colleges and we filmed the first 3 over Christmas break or holiday break. So now we're all in our own dorm rooms. And the reason
Christmas
why
break.
Alex and
You're
because not
fucking
everyone,
going ham.
celebrates just Christmas. But
Well, I did, so.
Alex and Jacob are in their own respective apartments or dorms, so that's why they're on one computer.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to start off with something a little bit fun today. Now, the first ever winner in Maine for the lottery just happened this week.
Really?
So it was the Mega Millions jackpot, and the person won $1.35 billion.
Was that after the taxes?
That is before. So I think they came away with
Like
well, it's
1.6,
like
probably.
33. No, what? 1.6?
They take almost half.
Yeah,
of it
it's
away.
almost half.
No, but they won 1.35 billion.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so they made money, dumbass.
Well, no fucking shit, Truman.
Why is this
No,
guy
but
here?
you said so they
Yeah.
came away with 1.6.
You did say 1.6.
That's what he can't. Yeah,
No,
like that's what he got from.
no, he
they
got
took-
1.35 billion though. Like
he's-
that's how much he won.
Wait, what state was this in?
Maine.
Maine. So then after taxes, it would be 33% of that.
Then,
Okay.
Why do we keep saying
Yeah.
1.6?
Dude, shut up, dude.
Because I think you
You're
guys are
fucking
saying
making fun of
like
me now.
you think mine's before taxes. No. All right. Anyways, so the ticket holder basically beat 1 in 300 million odds by winning, right? And what I wanted to basically do was kind of talk a little bit about some
Hold
people's
on.
experiences.
That's similar to Truman getting a girl.
Oh. Ooh.
Anyways, so I want to talk about a little bit about other people's experiences winning the lottery. But I think it would be a little bit
He's
interesting
cooking.
if we
He's
talked
cooking.
about what we would do with our money.
I'll start off. I think the first thing I'd probably do with my money is hire a hitman to kill Alex Stark.
Hey, you got that on recording, so if I die mysteriously, it's this man right here.
But he wouldn't actually. I take that back. The hitman would not kill him. I just have him give him a forced vasectomy.
All right.
No kidding you, buddy. But realistically, the first thing, you guys ever seen that one video where that guy is asked by the reporter, "What would you do if you won the lottery?"
No.
You never seen
Oh,
that?
a bunch of cocaine and hookers. Is that what he says? And the lady's like, "Okay, I'm sorry for that, people."
Yeah, no. I do the complete opposite. I'd probably cry.
What?
No, I wouldn't know how to spend the money. Hopefully, I'd say I'd invest it. Maybe buy a new pancreas or something. I don't know how much that costs.
I
But-
think Legos, honestly.
Legos.
Yeah, dub.
I wonder how much is the most expensive Lego set? Like
$1,000.
the Death Star?
No, Death Star is 400. The Eiffel Tower is 10,000 pieces and $1,000.
Yeah,
The
so I'd
French,
probably
bro.
buy.
It's always the French.
Yeah, that's what I would do at least. 1,000,000 Eiffel Towers, probably Lego Eiffel Towers.
Okay.
Just run a Monopoly on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, buy every single one. Okay,
Yeah.
what would you guys do?
You need to go first.
We know what he's gonna do.
I would buy my dad his dream car, which is a Nissan GTR, and then I'd probably buy myself a Porsche. Porsche. It's not road legal, but it's a 918 Spider. You guys don't care, but and then with the rest of it, I don't know, just dumb shit. Like I don't need that much money.
Yeah, because isn't it like once you hit like 20 million, you're good. You can
Yeah.
live comfortably.
Yeah,
So.
there's not a lot more you can spend it on, really.
Did you buy a gym, Jacob?
A gym? Oh, 100%. Yeah,
That would be so smart. You could open like another 24/7 somewhere.
that would be cool. Or the world's first like anabolic restaurant. I'm surprised nobody's done that yet. Like,
Would there be enough of a market for that though?
probably not. But if
I
you
mean,
went
just
to
go
like
somewhere
LA,
rich. Yeah.
LA or somewhere like that,
That's fair.
Okay, what would Alex do?
What would Alex do? That's a very good question. I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah, so your boy would buy a new house. I got to get my parents right. I'd buy them a new house. I would live like a king, honestly. Some Andrew Tate type stuff. Yeah, I really don't know what I'd do with that amount of money.
You'd be a
But
true heir.
yeah, I don't that's a lot of money to
Yeah,
spend.
the
I would
lump sum that he took was 724 million. So yeah.
first thing I'm doing though is I'm taking all that cash, I'm converting it to gold.
All of
First
it?
thing I'm
You're
yeah,
converting
first
all
thing
of
I'm
it.
doing. Yeah, the majority of it, yeah. It's not I'm gonna buy a big vault to store it in. I
Like
don't trust
evil genius too.
yeah, so I don't have to deal with the banks.
fair enough.
Just turn it into blocks.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Minecraft.
Yep. Yep.
Anyways,
And then Truman just steal it all.
I would
So
not give any to charity. I don't believe in charity.
What, Truman?
All you guys are saying all this stuff. You know what you couldn't buy? I'd be done. A Lego Eiffel Tower.
I could if I wanted to. I just don't want to.
No, because Truman would have
No,
all
you
of
can't.
them. Yeah.
Yeah,
Buy all of them. Couldn't have
Yeah.
them.
could have anything in the world except the Lego Eiffel Tower, bud.
I'd buy a hitman to kill you and take all your Lego Eiffel Towers then.
Well, it's not like two of us are winning. So if I win it, then your points are relevant.
You guys are gonna win at the same time.
Yeah.
I think it's lame. We always just talk about like investing and stuff and blah blah blah.
Wait, hold on,
So
time
I
out.
think
Hold on,
what?
hold on, hold on. I just come out with a new idea.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy an island and start a battle royale on that island.
Mr. Beast.
That's
Did
what's
you
gonna
know that
happen.
video costed him like 4 million to make?
Yeah, it's
That is wild.
Yeah, ridiculous.
he's just a guy.
It really is. So I think all of our plans include investing. I think it's important to build some of our dream businesses and stuff like we want with that, because I think with this amount of money we can really leave our mark on the world. I mean, you have $1 billion, like might as well set up foundations and stuff. But I feel like I'd make a movie business, a movie industry like company. I feel like
Yeah,
that'd be sick.
I wouldn't mind doing something like Elon Musk is doing, like putting that into scientific research of some kind,
Mm-hmm.
space travel. That'd be pretty sick.
Yeah, you just have to make sure that it's sustainable,
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so I think what's also crazy is that I looked up the biggest jackpot size, right? And I kind of forgot that we kind of just did it. The biggest jackpot is $2.04 billion, and it was won in November last year in California by one person. So I didn't really find any information about that person, but I did find 4 very unique stories that I think we can kind of look at if you guys are cool with that.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So the first one is Evelyn Adams, who won the lottery twice, right? And
Why?
why?
Yeah.
She's addicted.
because she's
She's
insane like
ridiculous.
that. I don't know. The odds are 1 in 17.3 trillion though to
I
win the
don't
lottery
believe her.
twice.
She's lying.
Anyway, she won $5.4 million and she quit buying lottery tickets after that and decided to buy numerous businesses because she figured that well, she's probably not going to win a third time, but she didn't stop gambling. She lost the rest of her fortune to slot machines in Atlanta. And then she had no money, all of her businesses failed, and she lives in a trailer park now. So I guess you can really only lose 100% of your money.
Yeah. I don't understand. Like, is there like a time frame of like how long after she won the money she lost it?
I think it was only a few years. With
Yeah,
most of
see,
these people, it's like less than a year.
I don't know how you can spend that much money in that short amount of time.
Dude, you just be hitting slots all day.
That's wild.
A lot of them are also rednecks, people that just like, oh yeah, chance to win $17 million. If I win this, my whole life's gonna turn around, and then they have no clue what to do with any of the money they get.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I wouldn't mind a trailer park.
You wouldn't mind living in a trailer park?
No,
We know.
the Trailer Park Boys has taught me on Netflix. I think it's a pretty fun experience.
You need a haircut.
Very
Anyways,
thank you.
No, but off topic. Well, kind of. Did you guys see that one slot machine? I forget where, but it was in the US.
Oh, yeah.
They malfunctioned or whatever. It was supposed to pay out $4.2 million. They're like, it does not pay out that much. So they gave her complimentary steak dinner instead.
Yeah, and that's like
I'd be pissed.
that's what if $100 most.
Yeah.
Like that's
She's
messed up.
looking to sue, but I don't think it's going to work because on it,
Yeah.
it says this slot machine will malfunction. But like at that point, why would you even have it out? You know?
Yeah, but was it visible? Like, was it clearly visible?
Yeah, she took a picture of it. Oh, you mean of the slot? I have no clue.
Yeah.
I have no clue of the disclaimer. I don't know.
And the thing is that like she could sue them and stuff, but like the casinos, the amount of lawyers they have behind them,
Yeah.
you waste all that money on hiring lawyers to fight their lawyers.
Yeah, the settlement wouldn't even be worth it.
Yeah.
Speaking of steak, Caden, you said there was some study that came out that Lucky Charms are healthier than steaks.
Oh, yeah. Again, kind of off topic. There was a new one that just came out. I think even Joe Rogan posted about it. But it shows that steak is at the very bottom of nutrition and watermelon's at the top. And it says for even stuff like skinless chicken breast, it should be moderately consumed and you should really watch out for it. But I thought that it was like one of the best meats to eat.
Yeah, see, that's odd to me. How can you have a sugary cereal like Lucky Charms be better for you than a raw, like actual meat? You know what I mean?
I think I don't know. I think mainly because just I mean, if you really kind of think about it, maybe because Lucky Charms is mostly just like grains and stuff, and so in the long term you can eat that more instead of like eating steak every day, you know?
Did they say who this? Go ahead.
No clue.
It was like third. It was like watermelon, kale, and then frosted mini wheats. It was like the third healthiest thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just interesting to see like who that study was done by and like who funded the study. You know what I mean?
I'm pretty
That's
sure
something
the
you gotta watch out
government
for.
funded it, but I have no clue who posted about it.
Liver King is my nutritionist. That guy's never
Steroids.
lied in his life. He is the most truthful person on social media. I'll follow that guy to the day he dies, which is probably gonna be very soon.
Follow his motto of why eat vegetables if I can eat testicles.
Hell yeah, baby.
Nuts.
We were
So
just talking about that.
Yeah, we were just talking about testicles.
would you guys ever try like cow testicles?
Yeah, I've had Rocky Mountain oysters.
What?
Yeah, they're good. They're just like deep fried. It's like a mixture between chicken and pork. Why are you so dumbfounded? It's food.
That's
bet-
gross.
You dip them in blue cheese or buffalo sauce. No, just me. My fucking bad, guys.
Yeah. No, I haven't really looked at the menu and seen testicles, and I've been like,
Fuck
yeah.
You
yum.
also don't travel, Truman.
You went to Puerto Rico.
Yeah, they don't have fucking bull testicles in Puerto Rico.
Rico, I've been to California, Colorado. I've been a
Okay, I
couple.
had them in Colorado.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
just gonna leave the podcast.
Okay.
My bad.
Anyways, we
I
can
didn't
go
mean to
with
bring
the
up testicles.
yeah. We'll go on with the second story. Okay. Callie Rogers, who won 1.9 million pounds at 16, which she can do because the age limit is 16. She spent immediately
Wait, for what?
for lotteries. In the UK, it's 16. It's not 18.
Okay, I did not hear you say UK. I was like, that's wild.
Yeah, 1.9 million pounds. So she immediately spent 11 and a half
Jesus.
thousand pounds on
Wow.
boob jobs at 16,
At
which I
16
didn't know
years
was legal
old?
either. Yeah. The UK be crazy,
I mean, I
dog.
guess if you have enough money, you can find your way around it.
Yeah, I don't know, but she spent 300,000 on clothes, 85,000 on a sports car, which she could barely even drive, and she spent all this after previously stating that she'd see an accountant and spend her money wisely.
How do
But
you
what?
how do you even manage to spend $300,000 on clothes?
I don't know.
I go to Walmart and I'm like, this
Sure.
shirt's $15. No thanks.
Well, I
Okay,
don't
well,
think
I'm
she's
telling you right now,
spending
she was
from
probably
Walmart.
probably some designer like Louis
Yeah,
Vuitton,
but even
Gucci.
still, like you have to have a
Yeah, it's a lot of
huge
money.
closet for that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But your sports car was 85,000,
Mhm.
That's a cheap ass sports car.
300K.
Yeah.
Like what? Your
So
closet for sports cars.
I guess she did buy a bungalow for herself and a house for her mother, but she was almost penniless by the end of the same year. And she did go on to say when she was much older that she regrets getting the money and that she's now an advocate for them to raise the law to 18 years of age.
my thing is though, like I feel like you get to a point where you're spending all this money, and you're like, oh, I really only have half this left, and it hasn't even been a year. Maybe I should slow down. You know,
You would think.
that's my
Your boobs.
Wait, what?
no,
What did he say?
no. Ignore him.
The question is, how big are her boobs?
I don't know, but I don't want to be looking at a 16-year-old boobs, unlike
Well,
some people in this podcast.
Anyways, moving on because Fortnite, right?
You guys ever looked up Fortnite accounts on Instagram?
Shut up, bro.
No,
We're not.
Guys, if you want to have some fun, here's some homework after the podcast.
No,
Go
we're
on
cutting this
Instagram,
out.
look up Fortnite accounts. Okay, the next story is Martin Tott. He purchased a winning ticket, but had completely forgotten about it until 6 months later. Now, he would have won 3 million pounds at the time, but he couldn't find it. Now, hold on. Him and his wife had won because they use the same numbers every week, and the computer that records it at the place where they like went to the convenience store said that those were the numbers that they had actually purchased, but they didn't get the money because of a rule that stated that you can only claim a lost ticket within a 30-day deadline. So even having proof of it, they still lost, which would just be a kick in the balls. And what's worse after that is that him and his wife bickered so much that they got a divorce over it.
Oh my god.
Money changes people.
Did you hear about the guy that had like 11,000 Bitcoin on a hard drive and it was like not worth it, so he threw it away, and then Bitcoin skyrocketed and he's been digging through like a dump ever since to try and find the hard drive because there's like $400 million on it.
No, I haven't seen that. I've seen the one where he went on the news too, and he talked about how he paid like so much for pizzas.
Yes, I've seen this. Yeah.
It's like
People were just
Go ahead.
people were just buying like food and stuff with Bitcoin, and it would be worth like thousands of dollars.
It's just elf. It doesn't even show your face anymore.
Well, Ferrell.
All right, Will Ferrell. It's our special guest, Will Ferrell.
What's up?
Is Elf 2 coming anytime soon?
No.
Why not?
Call me an elf one more time.
No, that's not okay.
Where did Alex go?
He's getting beef jerky. Chill.
Oh, okay. Well, Will Ferrell had to leave, guys. He said, thanks for having me on the podcast.
Woo!
Yeah,
Okay.
round of applause for Will Ferrell.
Okay, this is the last story, and it's kind of sad. All right. So
Did he die?
don't start crying. I mean, he's probably dead now. He's pretty old.
Poor
His
soul.
name is Andrew Jackson Whittaker. He won $315 million, and he was already rich with a net worth of $17 million, and he got rich from his own construction company. Immediately getting his ticket, he donated 10% of his winnings to Christian churches and spent another $14 million establishing a foundation in his name, which would basically, I think it was Virginia, where they'd give like free food and clothes out to homeless people in Virginia. He bought a Ferrari and went around his neighbors or his neighborhood throwing out money to his neighbors. And he also bought a new house and Jeep to the person that had sold him the lottery ticket. But soon after, his granddaughter, along with his daughter, both died, and his wife had filed for divorce.
Bro.
I know. Man got crapped on even after like not spending any of like the actual money for himself, really. But I think it's really important for viewers of this podcast to look further into his life because he's a living example that money can't really buy happiness. Because even after giving away most of his money, I mean, he said at the end that it didn't matter because he didn't have those people with him anymore.
Wait, so do you know how his daughter and granddaughter died?
No, I don't. But I know it wasn't directly related to the money.
Oh.
Wait, is he still alive?
He died 2 years ago, June 27th, 2020.
Hey, respect. Respect to a legend.
Look at Truman.
Yeah, I know. It's right.
Chew with your mouth closed, you mongrel.
I didn't do anything.
Okay, so we're
We'll
all...
buy you.
What?
Is that what you're going to do with your lottery money? You're going to buy Truman?
Mm-hmm.
I'll build a wall.
$3. If I could get a Jones soda for that, I'd get 2 Jones sodas for that.
Nuh-uh. Or 180.
Oh, God.
Yeah. 360 you'll need. Alex, are you willing to pay for that?
No.
Yeah. Sorry, Jake.
Okay, so instead of winning the lottery and losing all of your money, we're all going to college to hopefully, I don't know, gain some money? No, you're not going to college?
I don't like college. It's a scam.
All right.
But we can talk about that later.
Hey, where are you right now?
Purdue.
Oh, so you're at college.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a scam, though.
I thought it was kind of fun to talk about the most useless college majors because Alex's is on here. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
I know it's not on there.
This is coming from Business Insider. The 12 most useless college majors. Do you guys want to guess some?
Liberal arts.
Communications.
I'm gonna say, I would say sociology, but I
Humanity,
don't think sociology will be
science.
on there.
Guys have any more guesses? Well, tally
musical.
Any sort of gender
A
studies.
musical major.
Musical major, gender studies, psychology, stuff like that, communications.
Because I
All
know
right.
Purdue only has one music major.
That's actually tough. At IU, we have a whole school dedicated to music.
What?
Yeah, called the Jacob School of Music. Okay.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
Here are 12 majors that are unlikely to get you a good return on your investment. Number 1, acting or theater arts. Yeah.
Mhm.
Number
That
2,
makes sense.
film, which I've heard, because I watch a ton of like film stuff, that you should not go to film school. It is a total drag. Anthropology.
Yeah.
Civilization studies.
Yep.
philosophy, psychology.
And is this from least to most?
It's
Like,
I don't think there's really. It's just like
there's no order.
here are the 12. Yeah,
Okay.
we have communications,
Fuck yeah!
English, history, interior design, marketing, which I thought that was actually pretty surprising, but it's because of how many people are in marketing, and photography. So I agree with most of these. Even like I was looking into going to philosophy for a little bit, but there's just so many requirements for me to do it as well. And if you're not doing a graduate program, you're really screwed. Like if you just get a major in philosophy and expect to get work out of it, you're screwed. But if you go in for philosophy and then you switch to a law school degree, like that's actually pretty smart.
Surprised like journalism isn't on there.
Or political studies or whatever. What was the thing? Can I say his name?
I
Tyler?
guess.
What is he? What was he majoring in at first before he changed majors? The political
I
something.
don't know, but it was probably poli-sci.
Yeah, I think that might have been was it.
I don't know. Ask him.
You got mad at me.
I don't blame him.
Damn.
Something else that happened this weekend that was photographed pretty heavily was Martin
The
Luther
chick
King Jr.
stabbing her boyfriend
No,
and then
what?
flashing her boobs at
Oh!
the police.
So
It OnlyFans. Do you not hear about that? The OnlyFans model that stabbed her
I
boyfriend.
did hear
It's
about this
not
kid, and she-
real. It's not
Yeah, it
real.
is.
No, it's
Yeah.
not. I know what you're talking about. There's some girl that's claiming to be her. It's not her.
Don't believe Caden, but
Trump's
Yeah.
not even listening.
all right.
You guys- Propaganda. I'm not
Dude.
for
I mean, Alex does love Andrew Tate.
exactly.
Cool guy.
Okay, so can we
Martin
talk
Luther
about
King.
this? Can we talk about this statue?
Yeah.
bro. I didn't like.
Has everyone seen it?
Explain it. Explain it.
No, look, can I look it up on my phone real quick?
No,
Yeah,
Caden can just look
No,
it up.
he should definitely look it up because he can
Yeah, but
see what it
just
looks like.
edit
I'll
a picture in
yeah, no, I will.
right now.
I'll do it before that. Screw you.
Damn.
I'm out.
I'm just gonna put another photo of Alex swimming.
Yeah, there's another one of that.
Okay.
It just looks like a chocolate jelly bean.
Does it kind of look like a penis from some angles? Because that's what I was
Yes.
getting from it.
What's it supposed to be? Two people hugging each other?
It's two people embracing each other and lifting them up. It's called the embrace, and it's supposed to be
It's
Martin
just their
Luther King
shoulders?
Jr. and his wife. I'm pretty sure.
It's
Where-
just their shoulders, though, right?
It's just their shoulders, and it was worth $10 million to make.
Bro.
Kind of looks like
Is
two
it-
arms grabbing onto a massive schlong.
Yeah, like
Some angles
these
it looks
angles.
fine.
I don't know.
No, like this one doesn't look bad. Well, no, it doesn't look good either. They just don't. I
It
didn't
just
think it was
looks rough.
constructed very.
You don't think like while they were like in the middle of building this, they weren't like,
You
maybe
know what
we
this
should
kind of
make
looks
it
like?
Yeah,
Well, it's crazy too because when Alex and I were on the Washington D.C. trip, we got to see an MLK statue, and it was huge
Yeah.
and it was really cool. And
It
to
was very
spend
cool.
$10 million on a 22 feet statue or sculpture of that, like
I mean, it is like bronze, but
Is it made out of brass or copper?
I'm guessing it's bronze. It's a bronze statue.
Yeah, bronze.
Bronze.
Reminds me of that one
Bronze.
Cristiano Ronaldo statue.
Yeah. Yeah, we looked
What?
wrecked.
Have you never seen that? There's
What
like
What's
a
statue? Ronaldo?
Ed
The
Ronaldo.
statue.
Oh
yeah, where
yeah.
they pranked him.
No, it wasn't a prank at first. There's one where it is a prank and there's one where it's not a prank.
Oh.
It was
How long
bad.
was it?
They redid it though.
Funny.
It's not play anymore.
Something that I haven't really thought of is that did you guys know that the Bean is not actually called the Bean?
Yes.
Chicago. What is it called?
Yeah. I don't know what it's called. I just know it's not called the Bean.
Called the Cloud Gate.
Why?
So I don't know, but it looks like a bean, so people are calling it a bean. So that's what people are thinking is going to happen with the statue, Martin Luther King. It's not going to
Oh,
be
I
called
gotcha.
the Embrace, and it might just
We
be
call
called
the penis.
Yep. But
That's messed up.
it is funny because a comedian tweeted, "Show me a white man that has been honored with a statue of only 2 of his limbs." 'Cause, I mean, that's honestly facts. We even have Confederate statues of whole bodies, and we can't do that with MLK.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's like taking it out of context. I don't think the whole point of it was, oh, he was black, so let's only show 2 of his limbs, you know?
No, it's not, but that's just what happened.
People are definitely gonna take it that
I
way.
just feel
Yeah.
like that comment's irrelevant.
I just think it's funny.
I think he was packing.
Okay.
What?
Let's not talk about Martin Luther King Jr.'s package, please.
All right. So I was looking around today, and I don't know if this is true for you guys because I'm not this sick a lot of the time. But if you want to be healthier, apparently hanging out with your friends is the antidote.
No.
Okay.
Wait, what do you mean, like physically healthy?
Yeah. There was a
Like
6-year study done of about 750 men, and it found out that having a life partner didn't affect the risk of heart attack or heart disease, but having friends did. So a 10-year Australian study found that older people with a lot of friends were 22% less likely to die during the study than those that had fewer friends. And I didn't really believe this, but they do have a ton of studies in here that basically have the exact same thing. And I mean, it's kind of true because nice kitty, because you really do de-stress. It's like those jokes where it's like guys invented games so they could stay up late and talk to other guys. Like, I mean,
Yeah, no. I
because
definitely see what you're saying.
and I understand the point with like relationships because a lot of the time, a lot of the stress can come from your other partner, and you really don't get a lot of stress from your other friends.
Bro, that cat is so
Yeah,
uncomfortable.
I can see how that makes sense because as a guy, from my point of view,
You're a
What?
guy?
As a guy?
I don't know. I feel like if I get mad at Truman or Truman gets mad at me, I'm not like it's not really that big of a deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we
Like,
really don't care.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when I'm hanging out with some of my female friends, in particular, not naming
Good
names,
Yeah, some of them are very dumb.
You keep bringing them up.
We really only hang out with one, and if they watch this, they're gonna know who they are. But
Truman's been bringing
they're
them
not
up.
the brightest.
no, but I love her. But sometimes she says not the most smart things, but
Yeah, it's okay.
we're
Everybody
also,
slips up once in a
Calling
while.
the kettle black.
what'd you just
What?
say?
I said the pot calling the kettle black.
I
Do
don't
you
know.
not
That,
know what that means?
I don't know what that means.
It means you're being hypocritical. You just said she doesn't say the smartest things, but neither do you.
He never said he.
I never said I didn't say the not smartest things.
No, I'm just saying.
Looks like Alex is being
Hey,
a
yeah.
little bit hypocritical
Pot calls
here.
the cauldron black, buddy. Anyway, yeah, no, but I kind of get that. Obviously, your friends make you happier, so less stress and everything. But I don't know. Sometimes when I'm with my friends, I'm like, you guys
I want
ever
to kill
feel
him
like
sometimes.
Yeah,
sometimes
I do because like when they like throw stuff at your rear view mirror and it breaks, like
When they throw stuff at your $50 Lego sets and it breaks.
yeah, no, like those kind of things, and then like I don't know. Are you guys like ever hanging out and then you're just like, damn, like my social battery has just run out, and you just want to go like lie in bed or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, seems like it's about a 30-minute social battery for some of us.
lie in our bed and watch TikTok.
Even when we've been hanging out for
Yeah.
3 years almost every day, we kind of decide not to socialize after 30 minutes.
Or they're on their phone texting random girls on Snap for 5 hours when we're over. Yeah, I
Who did
feel that.
Or commenting
no.
on random TikToks, just random stuff that doesn't make any sense.
Dude, it's so funny, dude.
It's
They just reply with like, "What?" Like, I don't get it. Like, oh my god, dude, it's so funny. Imagine being a teenage girl. Like, that's what the thing is. It's like,
What?
hell is a teenage
hey,
girl?
hey, you're treading on some.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, most of them.
I mean, none of
most
us have
them are in
dated a
college.
high school girl before while we were in college, but yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have.
But
Yeah.
like, I'll comment something completely stupid. Like, the first one I commented under, I said they put asbestos in the walls, and I'm going crazy with the mind exploding emoji. There's just nothing to do with that video. It just made me laugh. I've done that for probably around 80 videos now, where I just comment absolute stupid crap, and it makes me laugh. So I'm not
Well,
apologetic.
that's all that matters, as long as it's
So-
fun for you.
So the El Clasico was this weekend.
Are we talking about that right now? Yeah.
Yeah. You know, lead it off.
Well, it was kind of an El Clasico. It wasn't a league game. It was a final for a trophy. I think the Copa de Real or something.
Explain what it is.
The El Clasico.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's when Real Madrid and FC Barcelona play. And this weekend, actually today, not this weekend. What is today? The 15th.
Today was the 15th.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. 15th. They played, and Barcelona just absolutely kicked their asses. Left nothing out there. Sergio Busquets was doing skill moves in the middle of the field at like 70 minutes. So I mean, it was a complete shithouse showing for Real Madrid. They scored one goal. Karim Benzema had it. It was, I think, off a rebound of Ter Stegen's stave, which it shouldn't have gone in. But Vinicius Jr. had a decent game in the first half. Did a little bit, but still couldn't pull anything out. Real Madrid were fouling Barcelona for no reason all the time. Don't laugh, Caden. I don't know why you're laughing.
Yeah, but Real Madrid did that even when Messi was there. They just bad blood between the two.
Yeah, but I think it was like at halftime, Real Madrid had like 10 penalties, or not 10 penalties, 10 fouls. Barcelona had like 3 or something, I think. So it was stupid. There was a time where Courtois went up to make a save and just punched Anthony Rudiger right in the face. They had to take some injury time for that. I thought that was kind of funny. It cut to a clip of Anthony Rudiger, and he was just taking deep breaths in and out on the ground. But eventually he was fine. Yeah, Gavi is 18 years old, and I think he had 2 goals, 1 assist that game. I mean, that's freaking crazy. You're 18 years old and you're dicing up Real Madrid, the UCL winners like that. But, so that's about all I got to say. Clash showing from Barcelona. Xavi's first trophy with them since he's been appointed manager, and they're top of the Liga Santander. So, good game. Keep it
I
up.
love to hear it. Thank you
Alex?
for that review segment, Truman. I know Alex is pretty hungry. But what goes along with eating? Drinking, of course. Woo! This month is this month with 2023, a lot is happening, from New Year's resolutions to people going back to college to people starting new jobs and going to the gym more often. But something that they have to not do is drink, because January is kind of like dry January, kind of like how November is no shave November. And what dry January is of course you can't drink any alcohol at all. And what's a surprising statistic to me is that 86% of American adults have had a drink, and they've partaken in it most likely to relax or feel socially more at ease. Now, there is a study, a patient of Richard A. Friedman, who is a doctor, basically talked about the effects of alcohol, and that a lot of people are more so focused on the pleasurable effects that are instantaneous with alcohol rather than the negative effects that are delayed by even several hours or days. So what was happening to one of his patients was that he was in his mid-40s and he was being treated for depression, and he was becoming more anxious and depressed for no reason after many weeks of solid improvement. And what it turned out is that he had started drinking a couple glasses of wine before bed all of a sudden. And
Every night?
Yeah, every night. It's kind of like
Jesus.
it's kind of like a lot of women in their 40s that are like, oh, I always need a glass of wine for dinner, you know? It's like that, but a little bit more extreme. And so this study basically goes on and talks about how that when he stopped drinking for like 2 or 3 weeks after beginning to drink again, it countered the anxiety he was feeling. And so I think it's really important because we talk a lot about how alcohol affects people instantaneously rather than what can happen to them long term, more so than just like losing brain cells.
Yeah, so I think the consumption of alcohol, especially at a younger age, is something that I think is honestly all right in moderation. I don't know why Alex is looking at me like
Are
that.
you promoting underage drinking?
Yes.
No, I just think he's saying that like
Grab your keys
it's
too while
most
you're at it.
likely you think it's most likely going to happen anyways. And what's moderation? What's the definition of moderation for you, German?
Well, so I think figuring out your limits first under supervision is probably pretty important. Knowing your moderation, like you can't go out there and drink like a whole thing of like Fireball or something or Everclear or something. And
Your mom's gonna kill you.
I mean, I haven't done this stuff, obviously.
Not enough.
But
I'm just saying.
I think doing that kind of stuff in moderation, because like Caden said, especially on college campuses, it's obviously
You're in moderation. Continue.
No, you got something to say, Alex. Let's hear it.
I don't have anything to say.
But yeah, no, I think it's all right. I think sometimes it can be used to have a good time. But obviously, if you overdo it, you can do stupid stuff that will affect you for a long time. So
Yeah.
I think that for the majority, I don't have any statistics, but I know that for the majority of college kids, they're going to go out drinking. And I think that it's more important to kind of talk about that. If you do go drinking, I think it should be in your own dorm for the most part, or I don't know, another trusted friend's dorm. I don't think people should be going to house parties all the time because
I will say this. If you are like a female, definitely drink in your dorm with your friends if you're planning on going to like a frat party or something. Don't go there and drink.
Right.
Because there's too many like ifs. If something happens, if you get split up from your friends.
It's very important to stay with a friend at all times. Like, don't be thinking, oh, I'm done with the party. I'm going to go walk Purdue campus alone at night, because I've heard stories of people being stalked after walking back from a party because they're walking alone. They're not walking with that friend that can be there in case something happens. So I will say that is a very important thing to have.
Yeah, and I think that a lot of people, I think the busiest night for stuff like that is Halloween. And when we were all over at Purdue just walking around, we saw huge groups of girls. So
Yeah,
I know that that's not probably the norm, but I think that is something to note.
it is the norm when it comes to like sororities and stuff.
Mhm.
But when you have people who aren't in a house or anything like that. It's more common.
Now, one study I did find, it was about 20,000 people, and it found that alcohol consumption above 3.5 glasses of wine a week was associated with higher levels of iron in several brain regions, which can lead to poor performance on like just cognitive thinking and stuff, as well as like more cognitive tests. But the good news is that a lot of that is irreversible if you stop drinking that much. So it's not like it can really become permanent unless it's for very long term. And I guess if you want to experience something like that, I guess you can. I just wouldn't do it around anything important. And I think it's also very expensive, isn't it?
What?
To drink. I'm just asking for anyone. Like,
Yeah. In general, yeah. Like compared to like a foreign country or something, everything like cigarettes and everything that's like frowned upon or whatever you would want to deem that for use is like 10 times more expensive in the US than in any other country.
It is crazy how much people spend on alcohol. Like there's a lot better things you could be putting your money into than buying that 30 rack of beer every week or whatever that may be.
yeah, I know people that spend their scholarship money on alcohol, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Now, to end off on a fun and not terribly depressing topic, we're gonna show a video, and I'll play it now. But this is the Super Nintendo World Land that is coming to Universal Studios in California, so it's not on Florida. But let me see.
Here we go. Hey, hello, we
Welcome to Toadstool Cafe!
Let's go.
I wonder what that place smells like.
Oh, but it smells terrible.
But yeah, so basically, it's opening next month, actually. Like I said, it's gonna be in California. I don't know how big it is, but apparently they have one in Japan too, like this.
Not
And
surprising.
I know, right? And it's gonna open in Orlando in 2025, so they're gonna have another one just like this. And it's crazy. I'll put up the map for the audience right now. But there's stuff like Peach's Castle, Bowser's Castle. There's like a Mario Kart area. There's like a winter
Like
area.
actual go-karts.
I have no clue. I'd hope so,
That'd
but
be
I have
pretty
no
sick.
clue.
Is
You can
Princess
throw
Peach
stuff at each
in
other.
there? Is Princess Peach in Princess Peach's castle?
Yeah, I mean, there's what's really weird. I'm sorry to go off on a little tangent here,
Hell
but
yeah.
like, isn't the freaking costume people creepy sometimes?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
look like they're gonna molest me. Like there's no other way to put
And
it.
the crazy part is like how strict Disney is with the people in those costumes. Like they have to do everything perfectly or don't get hired or they get fired is kind of like insane.
Yeah, and
Like
just the amount they have to deal with. Dude, and this is in California too. You know how hot it's gonna be in there?
exactly.
Is it all
Ridiculous.
indoors or is it?
No, it's the majority of it's outdoors.
I'm pretty sure some
Um,
are like air cooled though.
yeah, maybe they might be for California, like for the for Universal just because they're so, I don't know, rich.
Yeah,
Um,
but like you get to like the Disney princesses and things, so like they're just in a full dress all day with
Yeah, that is true.
sleeves.
And you know that has to suck.
Yeah.
I bet some of them are wearing heels too.
Yeah.
So there are 4 official attractions. There is a one-up factory, which is just like merchandising. There's a themed cafe, which some of their actual desserts look pretty awesome. There is a Bowser's Challenge, which is an interactive dark ride attraction featuring augmented reality technology. So I guess you're gonna be like VR crap. Oh,
That's pretty sick.
but this is the Mario Kart thing, so it's not actual bumper cars or like
What?
go-karts.
Gotcha.
But I guess that means like you can probably use like shells and stuff on people.
Right.
That's pretty cool.
And then there's a power-up band key challenges, which was kind of in the trailer, but it's an assortment of interactive mini attractions, and you can get like points and coins for it. I'm pretty sure you can use it on stuff. But it looks pretty sick. If
So
they
it sounds
do,
like there's a lot of new technology going into this. It's not just like a theme park. It's more like
yeah, it's more experimental, it looks like.
yeah.
Like they're definitely putting their money into it. And the guy who made Mario was heavily involved in it, kind of like how they had Lucas films go for the Star Wars stuff. But for Orlando, if this opens in 2025, I think you have that. You have all of Universal, including Harry Potter, and then you have Disney with the Star Wars stuff. That
Right.
would be a fun week, dog.
Expensive, but yeah. That'd be pretty fun.
Thank you, everybody, for watching the first virtual episode of the Dawg Podcast. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below your favorite cocktail.
Wow.